Hello everyone. So the item that I'm going to show you today is the Louis Vuitton Bond Street BB in the Damier Ebene. I've been the owner of this bag for approximately 6.5 months at this point. I have not done a full video on it until this time, but I have done a comparison video with my Croisette. So if you would like to see it compared to a very strikingly similar bag, the Croisette, go ahead and check that out. This is my Croisette right here in the back. It's also in Damier Ebene. And I've been the owner of that bag for several years. They are very, very, very similar, but they have big differences also, and I cover that in detail in that video. This video, though, is just about the Bond Street BB. I'll go over it for those of you that are considering it and kind of just show you some of the features of the bag. To start out with, the measurements on the LV website are actually very accurate. It is approximately 9.8 in its length, approximately 6.5 in its height, and then its depth, its width, is approximately a 3.7. And then the handle drop right here, I don't know what that is, so let's just take a measurement. It's approximately a 3.25. And the strap drop is a 21.7. The strap attaches up here at the top by 2 circular D-rings. Let me bring it in and show it to you a little bit better. So your strap goes up here at the top, and it's a removable strap, but you can't adjust it. So the 21.7 is the length that you get. If it's too short for you, of course, you can always add an additional strap and swap it for whatever you need. There is, with the handle has a little bit of forward and backward movement. It also has side to side movement, but it doesn't lay flat on either side. So you have a little bit of movement, side to side and back to front, so it doesn't poke entirely against your body. And the strap itself can be hooked either in the front, like, just to the front right here. You can hook it to the back. Actually, let me do both. Or you can hook it an opposite way, like one to the front and one to the back. Let me see. So you can have this one to the back and this one to the front. And that will allow the handle to stay upright, because when you hold it, it holds the handle in place. If you put both rings to the front or to the back, then the handle will flop down a little bit more. So it's not as attractive, at least not to me. So my preferred way is one to the front and one to the back. Hopefully that makes sense. What I'm actually going to do is take the handle strap completely off and give you a close-up look at it. The strap is very dissimilar to most Ebene straps. This one is much thicker, and you have the Ebene on one side, what you're typically used to on like the Eva, the Croisette, and most other bags. But then on this opposite side, you have the Tyrolean leather. So it's got Ebene on one side, Tyrolean leather on the other, and it is a thicker strap than you're used to on most of the LV bags. The strap, unfortunately, is not really comfortable. I find it to be quite hard. You can put the strap in either direction. You can wear it this way, or you can place it on the bag so that this side is showing, so it's, reversible, so to speak. But it's not very comfortable. It kind of is awkward. It doesn't mold very well. It's very non-flexible, and you'll see in my photos that it doesn't lay flat in the mod shots. Enough about the strap. Let me move that out of the way. This is the actual bag itself. It does come with a luggage tag with a bit of leather on the back side, Louis Vuitton Paris right there, and a little bit of the leather on the back. So it's obviously in this pattern, and you have that leather piece interrupting the checkered pattern. There's the front. This is the side, beautifully pleated on the side. Here's the back, once again the leather, and it's not the leather that you would get on the Empreinte bags. It's quite different. It's the Tyrolean leather, and then the opposite side. And then there are 4 feet on the bottom, and they are very big, thick feet. They are very raised and thick. Oversized, I guess is the best word. And then you'll also notice on both sides you have these snap button features which allow for expandability. So you can open these up. Let me see. There we go. They open up on each side, and that gives you a little bit more room inside the bag. So let me give you an idea of how that looks. It's snapped up right now. So if I were to open the bag, it has like a tight view. And if we unsnap those sides, it widens your view quite a lot. Okay, so while we're inside here, why don't I just go ahead and show you what I've packed inside. Even with all of this stuff inside of it, it's a very, very lightweight bag. It's not heavy, despite having leather, portions and a bit of hardware on it. It's not a heavy bag, so it stays in the lightweight range. And how you open it is with a magnet closure. There are actually 3 magnets, one right here, and one right here. 3 very strong magnets. You can actually feel these 2 through the canvas. And then the 3rd one is placed right here. This is what the magnet looks like. And then this is its closure on the top. And it has like a little lip right there, and it kind of finds itself for the most part. Okay, so let me go inside and show you what I have stuffed in there. It's not all stuff that I would normally carry, but I just wanted to show you guys what can fit. So the first thing I put on top is a pair of sunglasses. I put an envelope style wallet, my car keys, which just free float in there, a little package of candy and gum, a cosmetics pouch. It's actually a COVID pouch. It has like COVID supplies like hand sanitizer and gloves and a mask, a cosmetics case, and my phone, which is 6.5 inches. And then you have these back 2 pockets right here. It's lined in a black textile. This is the black one. The Bond Street BB also comes, I believe, in Magnolia and Bordeaux. At least it did in earlier seasons. This is a card case, and a card case will fit in those back pockets. However, a phone will not. Here's my phone. It'll go there, but you can't close the bag. So I'm just trying to give you guys an overall idea of what might fit in this bag. And there it is again with the 2 sides open. When you snap them closed, it's substantially tighter. So accessing your items is probably easier if the snaps are undone. And just for sizing reference, I brought out a bottle of water. It's 16.9 ounces. And a bottle of water will easily go in there. So that's just for sizing reference to give you an idea of what, large items could go in. And then let me take that out of the way. I also brought out my only large wallet that I have left in my life. It's an oversized wallet, so if you have a long wallet, they will go in. So I'm assuming that most of the ones that LV makes will make it into this bag. And then for another size reference, the other item I brought out is a mini iPad. So we're going to see if a mini iPad can make it in here. So here's a mini iPad, and it will go in, and it will close. Whether you want, it's going to add a lot of weight to the bag, but in a tight situation where it's something that you absolutely need to carry, a mini iPad does fit in, and that's basically just for your size reference, so you get an idea if you have this item at home, what might make it in the bag. And then you would not be able to snap it up on the sides, though. You'd have to carry it just in that open position. So I've had the bag, like I said, for approximately 6.5 to 7 months at this point. I really like it. I think it can be used from day to night easily. You can even use it for a more formal occasion. It has a really nice look to it. I'm not sure that the pink one, the Magnolia, would be good for formal events, but this one definitely is because it's in the black. Would I recommend it? Absolutely, but not for the price that it's listed at. It's listed on the LV website at the time of this filming for $2,000, actually over $2,000, and I bought it on resale. I'm not even kidding. I don't have the paper in front of me, but for $14.95, and it was brand new for $14.95. So whoever sold it took a massive loss on this bag. And that's something to keep in mind, is that if the market is selling this for about $14.95 or thereabouts, you really don't want to be the person paying over $2,000. So if you are interested in the bag, definitely look around for a good deal. The other thing that I wanted to mention on it that I don't think I did was this top handle right here. It is very, very thick in comparison to a lot of the LV bags. Let me see if I can bring it in a little closer. It has thick glazing right here. And on the top, it's the Damier Ebene. And on the underside, it's the Tyrolean leather. So you've got a bean on the top and then the leather on the bottom. And it's a very, very, very thick handle. So when you grasp onto it, you really feel that handle. It's not all weather, obviously, because of the interruption of the leather. So I don't know that you would be able to wear it in all circumstances like you could with like the croisette. But definitely a beautiful, beautiful bag. And if you don't have the croisette in your collection, this one gives you slightly more space than that particular bag, and a bit more formal look. I know I didn't try a lot of things, but if there's something in particular you want me to try in this bag, please let me know. And if I didn't cover something that you specifically need answered, please let me know and I will do my best to answer it for you. Once again, it's the LV Bond Street BB. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye-bye.